House of Gucci review. Things you missed. Hey guys, welcome back to Film Zone. The House of Gucci was an interesting movie receiving a rating of 7 out of 10 by IMDb. Although not high, it's still a pretty good rating. The movie has some really big names like Jared Leto and Lady Gaga. The movie script fudges a lot of details on the key moments, which is why we decided to bring you to the various things you missed in the movie. Stay tuned as we walk you through on interesting details like methods Lady Gaga used to get on her act, the Gucci items used in the movie, and more. Before we start, however, make sure you like and smash that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out on anything. With that being said, let's jump straight into the video. House of Gucci is based on Sarah Gay Forder's book by the same name. This book details the case of Gucci family member and executive Maurizio Gucci's murder by his ex-wife Patrizia Reggiani. It's based on a true story except for some changes. For instance, the writers fudged the story of the protagonist, Maurizio Gucci's origin at the family business. In the film, Maurizio Gucci is disowned by his father and takes a job working for Patrizia's father's transportation business. However, Maurizio cannot be the protagonist in the movie because he never worked a day in his life. That's not all, because Patrizia never worked in her life either. The film's writer tweaked a few details to show Maurizio as a working class hero. Lady Gaga method acting. Here's a fun fact about Lady Gaga's acting. She threw herself so much into the character of Patrizia Reggiani, so much so that she committed to method acting. She maintained Reggiani's accent, frame of mind, and mannerisms for 9 months while filming. Now, if you don't know what method acting is, it's a technique by which actors stay in character on and off set. Pretty interesting, right? Gaga revealed that she suffered a lot from staying in character. She said that she went through a really dark time while filming the movie, as staying in the mindset of a woman who murders her husband was too much for her to handle. Multiple camera angles per scene. Now, many films are shot using just one camera lens per scene, but not House of Gucci. Ridley Scott used as many as 6 cameras per scene. Given Ridley Scott's use of multiple cameras, the actors are free to improvise anything, including getting a bit too comfy in between the sheets. Gaga's relationship with co-star Adam Driver on set was close enough that they felt comfortable improvising one of the lovemaking scenes at the beginning of the film. 2 kids. Some people do not know this, but Patrizia and Maurizio had 2 children, yet in the film we only see one, Alessandra Gucci. Their second daughter, Allegra Gucci, was born in 1981 and wasn't included in the movie because of time constraints. You see, the movie was already 2.5 hours long, and adding another character to the movie would lengthen it further. Patrizia's brain tumor. This was yet another huge detail omitted by the script. Patrizia discovered she had a tumor in 1992 after suffering from really bad headaches and had surgery and radiation to get the tumor removed. This is something that was omitted from the movie, and as you can see, it's a pretty big detail to omit. Not much Gucci. For a movie about Gucci, you'd be surprised to learn that there isn't much Gucci in the film. You see, according to the costume designer Janty Yates, Gucci in the 70s was mostly tweeds and browns. Also, most of the movie takes place before Tom Ford revolutionized Gucci as a fashion brand, when Gucci's focus was mostly luggage, shoes, scarves, and accessories. Another thing worth mentioning is that they moved the entire Gucci archive to Los Angeles, and without that, they would never have been able to get the authentic look from that time. Power couple that work. The movie is a clear indication that married couples shouldn't be working together. Notable English director Scott Ridley, however, begs to differ on this, as he works with his wife Giannina Facio, and they get along great. He casts her in all his films, and she's a frequent collaborator and producing partner. It took 20 years to make. According to Scott, the movie took 20 long years to make. The story was brought to him by his wife Giannina while he was making Gladiator. She got the rights to the book, and considering the story feels like a movie already, it's no surprise that they decided to scoop it out directly. The Gucci family is not happy. Finally, it turns out the Gucci family is not happy with the film, including the Black Widow herself, Patrizia Reggiani. In a recent interview, she said, "I'm rather annoyed at the fact that Lady Gaga is playing me in the new Ridley Scott film without having had the consideration and sensibility to come and meet me. It's not an economic question. I won't get a cent from the film. It's a question of good sense and respect." And the Gucci family are not happy either. They told the Associated Press they are disappointed with the movie. Patrizia Gucci, one of Maurizio's cousins, said of the film, "They're stealing the identity of a family to make a profit, to increase the income of a Hollywood system. Our family has an identity, privacy. We can talk about everything, but there is a borderline that cannot be crossed." The Gucci family added, the production of the film did not bother to consult the heirs before describing Aldo Gucci, president of the company for 30 years, and the members of the Gucci family as thugs, ignorant and insensitive to the world around them. That brings us to the end of our video. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.